So yours?
Hey, you know what? This is probably the coolest it's been in here on a hot ass day. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's good thing I put that fan there, but it was hot for a second there.
Right.
It's like the border between the two ACs.
Maybe it's because I got two ACs, or I don't know. Maybe we just don't have fucking Alex sitting here sweating bullets. Dude,
That man was.
he was sweat. He looked like
What's this?
our buddy Alex. He came in a while ago, and he looked like a glazed donut afterwards. He was also the guy that recorded with his zipper down the entire time.
No one can
That's
see
a-
it.
No, and you
That is a
could.
quintessential Alex thing to do.
Do I know this kid?
No.
No.
I've known him for a long time, and some things just never change.
Yeah. Are we?
Okay.
Are we good?
Oh, we've been good.
Oh, okay. Well, we're good to go.
Whenever you answer ready.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready. All right, this is not Uncle Boozie's table, but we are in B Studio. If you like it, hit the like button. Also, you can hit the subscribe button, and we're ready to go. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Norman. I'm going to do it again. I'm the resident ginger.
Okay.
And I'm B, baby.
Okay, so we're going to start this with some childhood memories. What was the one childhood memory, be it the Tooth Fairy, the Boogeyman, whatever, that took you longest to say, this is not real?
Hmm.
The boogeyman. Took
So
me a
you-
long time, yeah, as a kid.
So you were afraid of the dark.
Yeah, as a kid, it took me a long time to get past that. Like, I would like flip the light off and have to like run to bed because I was like one of those kind of kids.
Okay, how about you?
I mean, I would probably say, whether I want to admit or not, I'd probably say Santa.
Santa?
Yeah. Or the Tooth Fairy.
Okay, now, that's funny that you brought up the Tooth Fairy, because I just want to bring this out. The Boogeyman, it taught you afraid of the dark. Santa, it taught you to be good, right? We can go into other things that necessarily not have to do with us, but have to do with 50% of the population. If you're a woman, you were taught that Prince Charming was going to come and save you. It's not going to happen.
Right.
I blame Disney for that one.
Okay, you can blame whoever you want to. But you can blame whoever you want to. But it was always taught to teach you that men should take care of women. Be afraid of the dark. Be good before Christmas, otherwise you're not going to get anything. There's always a control factor in it. The Tooth Fairy was okay because all you did was lose a tooth. You're going to get your 50 cents or whatever it was, no matter what. You didn't have to be a good kid. You just had to lose a tooth, which was going to happen.
Right.
So, how old were you when you got rid of Santa Claus?
I think it was, if I had to put a pin on the donkey's tail,
That's what I'm asking.
10 or 11.
10 or 11? How about you with the Boogeyman?
I was 11, and
And you're still afraid of the dark a little bit?
Yeah.
Are you still afraid of the dark a little bit?
I mean, at times, I would say it's more like a fear of like, I have.
That is what can happen in the dark.
Right.
That is the purpose of the Boogeyman.
So yeah.
Because you can't see things. So you're like,
You might step on a Lego or something.
Hey, man, I'm pretty sure my house is haunted. It's old. A lot of things, some weird things happen in my house. I have a feeling that it might be. That's one of the things.
Have you watched too many like scary movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
However,
Okay.
I mean, I have a belief in like spirituality and stuff. So
that is great. So 11. For me, again, I was afraid of the Boogeyman. I was. But I think I was about 7 or something. I was like, this Boogeyman's bull. I keep waking up okay.
Right.
You know, so
You
it's
don't
kind
go to
of
bed.
bull. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
We don't want to get into peeing in the bed. So we don't wanna- I have a whole other story. That's a different episode. So anyway, let's move this, because the reason why I asked that question is the stories that you were told as a child that you don't get over. And as we all know, they're just stories. How do you feel? And I just want to make this clear, I'm not dragging any specific religion because we're going there. How do you feel about the story of the basis for religions, be it Jehovah, be it Jesus Christ, be it the Torah, be it Buddhism, be it, because those are stories.
Right.
But we never outgrew those stories. We still hold them close to our chest today. And we do a lot of crazy things because we believe those stories. So how do you feel about that?
See, I feel like people take things a little too literal. Like you said, these are books of stories. These are things that we have. I mean, yes, faith, we believe, but as you said, stories, and people take them as if they're like word of mouth fact. And I think that it makes life easier for people to take these stories more literally.
Because you believe if you're good in this world, you're going to be rewarded with everlasting peace.
For some people, yeah.
No, but I think that's what most people.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. That's kind of the purpose of faith. And by the way, folks, like I said, I'm not bashing religion. I grew up going to church 2 times every week. So don't get this mixed. We're just having a discussion. How about you?
I guess how I would say it, the best way to put it is, I guess some people would have said in the past is like I come off as the bad guy for asking why. And it doesn't matter which specific one, speaking of which. And I say that because it's all of them, respectively, are a game of telephone. It's the longest running ones. All of them are. And I'm just the guy that goes, okay, why does that make sense? Or does that make sense? Or whatever. Because I want to make sense of it. I'm not saying it's false. I'm just asking questions because I want more insight to learn more.
But see, the funny thing is that society has not given people permission to say it's false. If you say, I don't believe in God, I don't believe in Allah, I don't believe in the Torah, I don't believe in Buddhism, it makes you an outcast because you can't possibly be a good person if you don't believe in these things. I mean, isn't that like denying permission for you to not believe in the tooth fairy?
Yeah, that's strange.
I mean, isn't that like not saying that you cannot be a good person, but you don't believe in whatever tenet of whatever religion, you can still be a good person. But if you, as a 30-year-old man, as you guys are just about to hit, don't worry, it's public knowledge. Anyway, as a 30-year-old man, if someone told you, you've got to believe in the tooth fairy,
you're going to look at them like they're crazy.
Crazy.
Right.
But if someone tells you, you have to believe in Jesus Christ, and you must not only believe in Jesus Christ yourself, you must believe in my definition of Jesus Christ. And I should be able to dictate what is acceptable in society.
That's crazy.
Is it crazy? Because we do it every day.
Not everybody, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
There's a caveat to that.
Sure, what's that?
From what I understand of like early religions of any sorts, especially like the big 3 though, things started out, congregations were not a good thing. They, your congregation, your person preaching to the masses would maybe be preaching to, say, a crowd in the town square, and go, here, listen to what I have to say. This is what God said, blah blah. Doing your thing, and that was the end of it. Whereas now we have whole communities of people going into buildings and being preached to every week, being told what to think, week after week after week. I feel like there's a difference there.
This is my issue with this. And I know we're going off the deep end. And I'm happy to do it because I brought my swimming trunks.
Yeah.
The problem I have with this is that they don't say there's a lot of good things in the Bible.
Right.
I learned the Bible for years. Do unto others. I am my brother's keeper. There's a lot of good things. But what I find in a lot of religions is the people who get up in front of us preach how bad the other people are and how we should shun them.
Right.
Not what it takes for you to be a good person, but how bad other people are and we should shun them.
Is that what you think causes extremists?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Because if you dehumanize somebody, it's easy for me to beat you over the head. If I think you are a heathen and you're going to go to hell, I will just expedite your trip there.
Well, that applies to things like people in other countries, when you're like a border country, or
Right.
politics as well. Just dehumanizing
It
everyone.
dehumanizes. It's the other.
Right.
It's the other.
The boobs don't have tits with that, so that don't make sense.
Right, but it's the other. And this is going beyond just religion, but it's the other. You should be afraid of the other. You should be afraid of the boogeyman. I'm going back to where I started.
Right.
You should be afraid that Santa Claus won't think you're a good child.
And you'll get
You
caught.
should be afraid. You know what I'm saying?
So it's
Yeah.
fear mongering.
It is fear mongering. And that's where we ended up at. I had to go through a thing. But what is up with the fear mongering? Can we all, it's a pie, right?
It's a powerful force, though.
It is. People being scared is a powerful force.
I think it all dwells back to the unknown.
Correct.
Because the only thing, history. What's his name? The president.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Oh,
FDR.
yeah.
We have nothing but fear itself.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was a fireside chat.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, that's where I'm going with
Don't
that.
worry, I'm here for the facts. Anyway, go ahead.
Factual.
right.
I'm just a dumb blonde. here.
Okay, right.
But,
Don't worry. I
but
got-
yeah, because if you think about it, the only thing, it doesn't matter what subject or anything that it pertains to. The only thing that literally human kind is afraid of is what they don't know or don't understand. In my opinion, if that's where it draws to. Just like Santa, and you get cold if you're bad. Oh, you're afraid, so you're going to be on your best behavior. Or the Tooth Fairy. Well, Tooth Fairy don't count. But the boogeyman. Oh, if I don't keep a nightlight, or if I don't, whatever.
So I just want to let everybody in on this. The Tooth Fairy was the best of the stories. Anyway, go ahead, Matt.
But no, so I guess, people are afraid of what happens when you pass. And so stuff like that. Or if you don't vote this way, we're going to have these issues. Or if they don't,
voting?
Or if they don't,
Politics,
I didn't know this was going into politics.
Well, no, I'm just saying, that's another example because we all see it on the TV this year. God, I'm so tired of it.
Look at how many families, their parents push their children into something, and it becomes a generational thing, be it a business, be it a way of thinking, be it a practice.
Well, the business part, it would be just for the living sake of living
but
security.
It's the same kind of thing, though. It's even if your child doesn't want to do
So
the family
are you
business,
saying that parents are indoctrinating their children?
in some instances, yes. I think the more extreme.
Is that good or bad?
I would say it's a bad thing.
Yeah, it can go both ways, but ultimately, if it's forced down their throat without their willing, because
If you're a child, you're never willing.
well, right, but I've okay.
We have statutes about that. It's called rape. So anyway, go ahead.
I have a
I'm just throwing it out.
a little thing. Actually, I think as children, I think it's okay to try to.
I'm sorry.
Okay, take a moment. Everybody have a good laugh. I didn't know that was coming out of my mouth, but I had to. But anyway, go ahead.
I think with children, it should be okay to try to teach them the things that you believe and whatever, because that's how a lot of people learn what they believe and leave, like their children going to church or whatever.
So how do you explain some of the females that I've met in my life who they grew up in hyper active in the church community, which nothing wrong with that, but they force it down their throat so much so then they hit high school and they want to fuck like
I believe I can explain that to you. That if you are conditioned that this way or the highway, like you're conditioned good, evil, good, evil, good, evil, that once you not any gray area, once you go to that evil side, you might as well go full throttle.
Yeah.
It's like an alcoholic with a drink. I could have 2 drinks and be done, but an alcoholic is gonna get stumbumbly drunk.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like once you know that it's a line that you shouldn't cross, once you said, I'm gonna cross that line, once you cross that line, like I'm in for a penny, I'm in for a pound.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Right. So if you have a religious line, like the only way you're gonna make to heaven, if you're this, that, or that, why don't you go, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not the other. You tend to go full bore on the other side.
Yeah.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Curiosity didn't kill the cat. That's one of those damn stories.
Oh,
You
damn.
know what killed the cat? A car.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
my neighbor did last week.
Right. A car killed the cat. Curiosity didn't kill the cat.
But I say, when I was the whole thing of like, I think it's okay for parents to teach their children to believe what they believe. But I think that once they become of a cognizant age, 12, even 10, 12, I shouldn't even assign an age necessarily, but allow your children to question things and have their own choices, and don't shun them for that.
Right.
Well, I grew up going to church 2 times a week.
What happened?
That.
But my parents thought that when we became 13, we could decide whether we wanted to continue to go to church.
Okay.
That's a rare case.
Oh, well, I am so sorry that my mother was special.
In a good way.
Yes, I know she was. But we decided, well, do you want to keep doing this or don't you? And I'm going to be blatantly honest. I still believe a lot of things that are good in religion. I just truly do. I am my brother's keeper. I am always the voice of reason. I just am. It's not because church made me that way. It's because my parents made me that way. But I'm going to be blatantly honest with you. I stuck around for a little bit going to those Wednesday night services.
Yeah.
If you're Baptist or Catholic, you know what I'm talking about. So I stuck around, but man, those Sunday services were gone. It was football. Like,
It went down.
Okay,
It went down real
I am so not going to that Sunday service.
Sunday religion was football.
It was football. It still is to this day.
Amen.
Okay. Pigskin Jesus.
Hey man, had some good games last night too. Did you watch any of them?
No, I missed them.
Last preseason games of the week.
Thank
Yeah,
God, I'm ready for the regular.
Me too.
I never watched this. Figure out who you're going to put in the team. I'll see who we play.
See you
You know
later,
what
bye.
I'm saying? But the funny thing is that since we transferred to football, it's funny how it actually turns into our faith and our belief system.
In Wisconsin, hell yeah, Packers all day.
Right. I am from Chicago.
Unfortunately.
You know what? Fortunately, it's a beautiful city, by the way.
It is, but the team sucks.
You can say that. But I've lived here for 22 years. Lived in Chicago for 34. I lived here for 22 years. It is part of my fiber that I'm a Bears fan. If I picked you guys up tomorrow and moved you to Illinois, great job, great friends, great everything, you would not all of a sudden become a Bears fan.
Oh no, I wouldn't even think twice.
It's neither have I. But it's an article of faith.
But I can
That's what I'm
You're
going back to.
Just the fact that you've
It's
been in
an
Wisconsin that long, and you're still a
22
Bears,
fucking years.
and you're still a Bears
Almost
fan.
as long as you've been alive.
Oh fuck.
I've been living in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I
You
know,
didn't
good
even
for
know
you.
I probably didn't even know what the Packers were when I first moved.
That's dedication.
Brett Favre was our quarterback.
Well, let's say with college football, I
And
mean,
they sucked. It was the worst year of Brett Favre when I moved here. It was fucking golden. It was golden.
Yeah.
The Packers went 3-13 the year I moved here.
That's bad luck.
And then one time, this is no shit, Sherlock, an article of faith. Because this is what we're talking about. It's faith. It's non-denominational. We're just talking about articles of faith. The Bears were doing okay. Packers were not that good that year. But the Bears needed the Packers to win that last game.
And we shit the bed.
And I was like, I'm at the showboat, and I'm like, all right, Packers, you got to win this. The Bears are in the playoffs. If they won, The Bears are in the playoffs. They did shit the bed.
In true Packer fashion.
But the whole thing was like, in an article of faith, I never, ever again, I don't care how it would help my Bears. I don't care what it was. I was never rooting for the Packers again. Ever. Ever. Because it's an article of faith now. If you shun your team to root for that other team, bad things will happen.
Yeah.
Just like God. Just like, Santa Claus. It's an article of faith.
Right.
And that's just so funny how we've woven an article of faith into our lives. It could be other things that you do.
College football. I just keep thinking about this, and I was like, the NFL is nothing on college football. In the way that,
Unless people are crazy.
the way that people take college football so seriously.
Wait.
There are stories of parents not rooting for their own children because their home team was playing
Them.
the school that their kid went to. Yeah.
That's crazy.
But people take that stuff it's an article of faith. It's your team. There's 130, I think, different college football teams you can choose from.
That's crazy. That's way too many.
126 in Division 1. But I'm here for the facts. You guys can check me.
It's actual.
You can check me.
Counting SEC schools?
Yes.
Okay.
They're Division 1.
Oh,
Division
yeah.
1.
It's all facts, homie.
They didn't put them in the NCAA game. I was kind of disappointed about that.
Huh.
They have a bunch
You
of
know what?
yeah.
You know what? You don't owe. Nobody owes you anything.
Yeah, no, it's
The SEC
disappointing.
thinks that they are so good that they are owed something. You didn't see the Big Ten crying if nobody made it into the college playoffs. You didn't see that happen. Oh, guess what? We weren't that good this year. Still my boys. I guess we'll be watching you at the Cotton Bowl. Whatever. But the SEC is like, we should have been there.
Nah.
Yeah.
Edging.
You know what I'm saying?
No, they're not even
no.
edging. They're just it's not even making.
Oh, well, it sucks to suck, I guess.
Right. You weren't that good.
It's a whole lot of hurt feelings.
I think
Even though obviously you can't do it in football, and that's why we're talking about faith and determination.
Yeah.
That's why my favorite thing in college sports is the NCAA, March Madness.
Yeah.
Because literally anything can happen, as we watch every year.
Yeah, that's true.
Anything can happen. The problem with football is anything can't happen.
It's regulated.
It's too many moving parts. Not only does your defense have to put up, your offense have to put up, they aren't the same people. If you put 5 people on there with the will and desire and believe they can do something, they will run through a wall for each other.
I think hockey's the same way too.
Hockey is literally running through walls.
And each other.
Yeah, hockey is, and I love me some hockey. My Blackhawks, love it.
Oh, I love
Okay, we can all get on the same page with that, but it's been rough lately.
You don't have a team,
Hockey?
which is weird.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Blackhawks.
They play
No,
Chicago.
that's called
oh.
Chicago.
They play Minnesota
Milwaukee.
games.
We got
here.
the Admirals.
I can't
The Admirals have been to a game too. Have you been there?
No.
Maybe you should support them.
I know Badger hockey.
Nah.
That was wonderful. Atmosphere, the whole thing was great.
See, you know what? I'm an alcoholic.
They started serving
Just
alcohol
like-
at Camp Randall now too. As of
Did
this
they?
year, yeah, starting this school year.
I might have to go now.
There we go.
I've been outside of Camp Randall. Never did go in.
And they have the same rules as Miller Park. It's just you can't get more than 2 drinks, but there's no cutoff. At least they haven't said there's one yet.
All right, and suddenly we
Till
just
somebody
like football.
pisses in it, like the guy that did at Miller Park or whatever the name is. That was what, a year or two ago? I think.
It's
Yeah. Yeah, a guy got so drunk he pissed in public.
Oh my God.
People
Like
piss
it,
around.
like the.
I'm so sorry. I think that was last Tuesday. Anyway, no, I'm just talking about the last time I pissed in
It
public.
was crazy. I saw the
That's
news
all I'm
article.
going.
The news article. was crazy.
I'm just sorry. I am a firm believer of I don't care if I'm walking down the street and it's somebody in a corner, be it male or female, and they have to pull their pants down and take a shit. I prefer if they didn't, but I prefer if they didn't soil themselves because I don't know what's going on in their bowel system.
Right.
I don't know how close they are to somewhere where they could properly do it.
This guy full on thought he was in the bathroom, and he 100% was not.
Funny story. I don't know how we went from this all the way to this, but that is the great thing about our conversation. So I had a friend named Mike, and I was at the house, and it was like a studio situation, couch, no walls.
No.
The bathroom's in the back, but there's no walls. And I have piranhas.
Ooh.
Great fish, by the way, if you believe in survival of the fittest. So we go to sleep, night drinking. We go to sleep, and I wake up and I clink, and I look up. The bubbling water from the aquarium made Mike, in this drunken sleep drain, think that was the bathroom. So he clinked open my aquarium, and he wipes his out.
Oh, no.
And he's about to piss in the aquarium.
Oh, shit.
And I'm like, Mike, wake up, wake up, wake up. So I can understand how this guy thought he was in the bathroom.
I mean, I can't, just because no matter how intoxicated I've gotten over the years, I still, whether I got to vomit or if I gotta take care of my business, I've always made it to the appropriate place.
I can only think of one time, and everyone who was with me is 100% sure that I was drugged that night because I had 2 drinks and all of a sudden I remember nothing.
That's what they keep telling me.
This is a very embarrassing story.
Did you have a good time though?
He doesn't know.
I was told I had a good time.
I always tell people if I
the
get
next
drunk,
day I had to give it like a whole step by step of what happened after. But I was brought home. I somehow made it upstairs by crawling up my stairs. And at some point I was trying to take my pants off. I'm assuming that one of my ankles got stuck or something. But somehow I fell headfirst into my trash can. It was empty, maybe a few things in the can.
Okay.
But I somehow fell into the trash can, pant leg, leg bent, pant leg, ankle stuck in my pants, other pant leg fully still on my leg.
What were you trying to do?
Trying to take my pants off, go to bed.
Oh, you're trying to go to bed. I thought you were trying to go to the bathroom.
No,
I'm like,
no,
what is
no.
he doing? He's got to take his pants all the way off? Holy cow.
I do take my pants off when I go to bed, but
Yeah. I've been a long night drinking. I was dirty. I fell in a snowbank. I'm I want to take my pants off. I'm a little wet already.
All right.
It's the middle of winter too. I had that. And apparently, I fell in a snowbank 3 times on the way from my driveway into my house. And that was, I wish I would have had video of it. It would have been hilarious. From what I was told.
Yeah.
So I fall into the into the can. I must have just went to sleep or something. I must have just felt like it was too much to deal with, or knocked myself out. One of the two.
Did you wake up on that floor?
Yes. I was soaked with some sort of fluid, and
I like how he says some sort of.
I cannot confirm or not.
So you beat yourself.
Probably. With this nice, with just drool running down the side of my face, my beard was soaked. I'm just drool pants. I don't know. I wake up and I'm like, what the hell happened? And I'm disoriented. I'm
so confused.
My mouth is dry. I'm just what is going on?
Dazed and confused.
And I'm like, oh. And I realized that I'm in the trash can.
Yep.
It's a 13-gallon trash can, so it's a big one. I'm in the trash can, and I'm just
what the fuck?
So I'm pull my foot out of my pants. Still one pant leg still on, and I'm fuck this shit. And got in bed and went right back to bed. I could not be bothered. So and then I woke back up again a few hours later, and I'm just what the fuck is going on? I'm still disoriented. I have no idea what's happening. I'm stumbling down the stairs. I'm just trying to piece things together.
You have faith in your sleep.
Yeah. I don't know if I was just still drunk or what, but I just did not care.
Okay, taking this back to faith.
Okay.
If you have a friend, and I'm sure whatever God you worship would want you to do this, or if you worship none, when your drunk ass friend goes home, make sure he gets in the house and get in bed before you leave him. That's all I'm saying. That's the moral of the story.
They removed my keys from my pocket, unlocked my door, helped me inside, then pulled my door shut.
Well, they did give you a head start.
So how'd you end up in the snowbank 3 times?
Hold on. How did you fuck that up?
It was a male friend that I wasn't trying to
I'm just asking.
No,
And I take that back for his friends. Not for anybody else. You still stick to the rule. But how did you mess that up?
No, for once I wasn't fucking up.
Okay. They came into your door. They took your keys. They opened your door, put you inside. You were home.
I was like, I want to be in my bed. I want to go to bed. That's not
How did
what
that work
doing.
out?
Not well.
Okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say it could have been worse. I feel like I could have no. There's not many ways that could have been worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
I cracked my head open a few years back.
Anyway.
And after they put staples in my skull, I had a few seizures. They put me on anti-seizure medicine. Fine and dandy. Everything was good. MRIs are good. I'm golden. So they took me off the anti-seizure medicine. I didn't need to take it. And for some crazy reason, I woke up a couple of days ago talking to some friends of mine in my house, my roommates. And guess what? I got up to go get in the shower to go to work, and I had a seizure and fell the fuck out. In the hospital for a week and a half or something. And I got out, right? But everybody, my birthday, it was like 8 days before my birthday. But everybody had already plane tickets. It was a party. People had taken off work. And of course, I go, and I drank a little too much. While on seizure medicine, probably shouldn't. I don't suggest this to the children.
Don't do this
If
at
there's
home.
any children, do not do this at home. This is professional. So, I get up, and my friends brought me home, walked me down the icy driveway to my door, did the same thing, opened the door, got me in, put my keys in the counter. And you know what I decided? That couch looked good. I did not try to go up and down stairs. I did not, quit while you're ahead, bro.
You'd think.
You're in the house.
Right.
I'm already stumbling, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, those stairs went from a staircase to a mountain real quick, didn't they?
Hey man, when you go and you look at your keys, and the joke is like, oh man, that was right.
Not stairs when you're pissed drunk.
My first thought was my nice, warm, soft bed, and I'm loaded. I want to be comfortable while I go pass out.
Yeah, but you gotta climb those stairs.
That couch would have worked.
In my drunken stupor, I thought I could climb Mount Everest. Mount Everest knew that I could not climb it.
You didn't have a Sherpa?
My Sherpa got back in his car and left before I even got to the stairs.
I mean, I will vouch. His couch sucks. His couch sucks.
It's
but
reclining nice couch.
But when it's 911, I can't make it up the stairs. Yeah, you're gonna sleep on that damn couch, bro. That's all I'm saying. Because I have dipping Oreos in my whiskey. Yes, I have. You can do it
I'll never
too.
forgive you for that.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Yep.
Yeah, I had a pack of Oreos just sitting on the table, and he looks over while he's about to go to sleep, and he goes, "Oh look, Oreos."
And whiskey.
And whiskey, yep.
And I walked back.
Tastes good when you're drunk.
And I walked back.
No,
Because I was like,
I've
I'm gonna
been
go to bed
drunk
real
a
quick.
lot. I might be a little toasty right now, just for. My name is Uncle Boozie. Go ahead.
We're both drunk. Good night. I'm like, I'm gonna go to bed. She said, okay, bro, I'm gonna go to bed too. Turn off the TV. I walk upstairs and I'm like, oh crap, I could use something to drink real quick. And I just like a water or something. I walk downstairs and I get to the second to last stair, and I'm looking right at him because my couch is across the hall, the room. And I go, what the fuck is that in your hand? He goes, nothing, and sticks it in his mouth. And I went, bitch ass motherfucker, what is that? And then I see the torn open, just, and I don't mean no, I mean he just tore this thing open. Oreos just chilling, and I'm like, what fucking Oreos? I had just bought these Oreos maybe a few hours prior. It's one of them single packs, 4 Oreos. I didn't eat those in the morning. No.
Hey, when I come to anybody's house and I'm fully loaded like that, if I'm hungry, I'm hungry.
Nothing is safe with you.
I'm hungry. Mind you, it's 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. If it's 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm hungry. Hey, listen, anything is at my disposal, and I apologize in advance.
Cheerios.
Yep. Cheerios? That's your thing?
No.
I don't
That
like
was your
Cheerios.
thing.
I don't like
At
no.
my house.
Oh,
They were
Cheerios.
all over the floor. They were spread all over the living room floor.
No, that was not me. Wrong
That was
person.
you.
I didn't eat Oreos or Cheerios. No, I don't eat Cheerios. Cheerios.
And actually, it was a generic brand. It was like Toasty Oats or something. But
No,
yeah.
I didn't eat them.
Yeah, you did.
No, I don't remember eating them.
Okay, anyway.
Remember
back to faith.
I have faith that Alex is never going to learn his lesson.
Right. Right. Faith is always saying, I don't know, and I could learn something.
Optimism?
Not optimism.
No.
I can learn something.
Oh, sorry.
Right. Faith is always saying, I can learn something. Like you learned there was no Santa Claus. You took it as an article of faith for a certain amount of time. You took it that you did not eat the Cheerios as an article of faith. And as you put the cookie in your mouth, you're telling your friend, I have nothing in my hand.
Put the cookie down.
Put the damn cookie down. Get your hand
I
out of the
really
cookie.
did say that to you. I was like, put the cookie down.
This really troubled you, did
It
did
really
for a while,
did.
'cause I was like-
Okay, guys, I'm
was
trying to
looking forward.
flip the script like back to articles of faith, and you're like, no, those damn cookies.
He hides his
I have
Oreos
to
now.
I have to get back to those
That's
cookies.
actually the fact.
I just can't believe that. I'm like trying to flip the script. Like we're trying to move on, and you're like, damn it, the cookies.
PTSD.
I hide all the Oreos.
Oh God, I didn't see that coming. I'm like, well, that's our articles of faith. Like, the cookies. And I'm like, okay, man, the cookies.
I never see Oreos in his house when I go over there anymore.
You won't see anything in it. That is an article of faith. That you won't see an Oreo in his house. That's an article of faith.
That's a given.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh
Hey,
God.
you know what? I think why it was upsetting is because they were probably one of those limited edition flavors they come out with.
They were just regular Oreos.
Oh,
I just really
no.
wanted to eat those Oreos.
Are they shamrock shaped Oreo?
No, he said they were normal ones. Okay, so now he just has a thing for Oreos. That's his article of faith. Don't touch the Oreos. Those are mine.
I've been told.
That's the worst part. I don't even like those guys. Like
I've been told I have a
Oreos
thing
anymore.
for Oreos too, but it's from a whole nother.
Oh shit. Fuck.
That was just a joke, guys.
How
We
about
can
the
go
Pine
back.
Rocks?
Oh my god.
Okay, on our next
Anywho.
episode, we're going to talk about something that I think will be really funny. We don't know where it's going to go because this started off with articles of faith. It ended up at Oreos. You never know where this conversation's going to go. Again, if you like what you're seeing, hit the like button or hit the subscribe button. We will see you next time at Uncle Boozie's table, which I'm going to have to get a new table apparently. Cut.
All right. That's pretty good.
That was pretty good. Let's go have a drink.
Yes.
And I'm going to have a cigarette. You got everything, John? I did want to say something, though, by myself. Can I do something just by myself?
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with you guys at all. But I want to put something on tape.
I looked at him like, no.
I'm
Sorry.
just going to leave the light on.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
No, I tripped on a cord and I'm like, oh god, the equipment, shit.
There's one of the microphones.
But-
where it's like-
By all means.
For the record,
Okay.
I will die for my equipment.
Again, this is just BS
Hey, we're fucking off.
from Uncle Boozie's tape. I usually don't bring
really hope that the,
politics into this. But this is something that is just my opinion, not anybody else's. I'm going to tell a small story and just follow along with me. This won't only take a couple of minutes. I have a cousin of mine. He's a little older than me. His name is Chums. He loves him some George. He has some issues. But every time I see him, he has nothing but love for George. Like excited love. Unbelievable love. Love that you wish you could go out in the world and find. But I'm lucky enough that my cousin has this love for me. I was just at my family reunion a couple of weeks ago. And I went because he's getting older. He's older than me. And it was great to see him. Because I wanted to see him. As I don't live around him as I used to. He always brought joy to my day. And for the people who are going crazy negative on the guy who was running to be vice president, his son, who had nothing but love for his father, and he showed it the only way he knew how to show it. Shame on you, and shame on us as a people. That kid loved his father. He showed it the way he could show it. And I am sickened by how people act. And we can do better, America. That's my message. Good night. I'm done. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm sure I will when I get back